Bongino plans to step down in January 2026 after a purposeful tenure under President Trump, AG Bondi, and Director Kash Patel. He helped deliver key reforms. Their arrest record that never gets talked about is beyond what other previous administrations have done. But there was turmoil, specifically with the Epstein file, though we never heard from him. We only heard from, I got an anonymous source. Well, we see how well those anonymous sources tend to be. Your thoughts, Senorita, on Dan Bongino's strategic departure?
I know you guys are going to hate me for this, but I honestly believe it's the Epstein situation, and I think it's Charlie Kirk. I'm sorry, but I think that
Don't
he
apologize.
doesn't want to be
Stand
a
firm.
part. I don't think he wants to. I always took him to be just an honest broker, and I loved him when he was doing his podcasting and making his statements. I just trusted him. I think that's really important that you have trust in a relationship, especially when you're listening. I'm listening to Megyn Kelly or someone that I trust them, and I trusted him. So if he's exiting, then I'm very suspicious about all of it.
Gee, is he exiting because he is part owner of Rumble, is worth tens of millions of dollars, had 5 million Rumble subscribers, and is earning more money? Actually, I'm leading you on wrongly.
Not about money.
He did say in an interview when he compared himself to Kash, he's worn out, never sees his family, the hours, etc. Your take?
That's right. I mean, would you want to go from what, I don't know what it was, but I'm sure it was at least $8 million a year down to a $200,000 a year job? I mean, is the pay cut worth it? And then you were working maybe 5 hours a day, 4 hours a day, and now you're working 12-hour days. And then you got a boss who's telling you to do stuff that you probably don't agree with. And you saw the feud between him and Pam Bondi. I think him and Kash Patel are, two peas in a pod, but Pam Bondi, he's like, screw you. I don't agree with that on across different issues. The Epstein thing that came across, I do think he was being honest that he does believe Epstein killed himself, but that doesn't mean Epstein wasn't forced to kill himself. So I think in the end, I think he gave back in June, it was Fox News, Fox and Friends in the morning. And he was saying like, look, me and my wife, I don't see her. I leave at 7 a.m, don't see her until in the evening. And
Gotcha.
so I think right there, that put basically a stopwatch on how much time he was going to stay there. Here's the thing about government. You get in there and you think, man, I'm going to make a difference. It's going to change because of me. And then you just realize this is a machine. And you're just like this one little screw on the backside of the machine. And he's realizing I'm not affecting any change. And I did better when I was the Rush Limbaugh light, right? Like he replaced Rush Limbaugh for me. I think he realizes that's a better place for him.
John.
Dan Bongino served for a year in the administration. He had a great life to go back to. We need more people that step out of their lives as citizens to serve, to make an intense difference in an intense period of time. We're talking about people that work from 5 a.m. until 10 p.m. and they go to sleep and wake up and do it again.
I agree. To push back a little bit, G, going back to my previous life in fantasy and doing radio and things like that, doing this podcast, Dan Bongino is not working 4 hours a day. He's pumping 8, 10, 12, 16 hours a day, prepping for that show, researching, talking to his contacts. The one downside I will say about him is I don't think he was qualified for the job. He was a Secret Service agent. He was never management. He was never administration. And then he became the number 2 man. I think maybe he got overwhelmed. He also got a lot of pushback, and maybe he just felt, hey, I've been part of Kash. He can find somebody more qualified or find somebody to do what I can. I'm going to go back to pushing all this stuff from the outside. Not good or bad. That's kind of how I view it.
I will amend my thing. I think he got tired of not being able to wear muscle shirts to work.
Hey everybody, this is Big John from Grumblings Media, and I just want to say thank you for watching our content. If you want to support our efforts here at Grumblings Media, just smash the subscribe button right here, totally free, or just go ahead and consume more of our great content. Click either one of these 2 boxes.